Hello and welcome back, readers, to another story time. Today, we're going to read a book titled Fox and Crow Are Not Friends. And it's written by Melissa Wiley and illustrated by Sebastian Brown. Okay, you see two characters on the cover. What two characters do you see? You see a fox, right? And you see a crow. Where is the crow? In the tree, right? The blackbird. And look at the fox's face. Does he have a friendly face or a not so happy face? Yeah, he doesn't look happy, right? So we're going to read a story about these two animals, these two characters, and we're going to see. We have to answer the question, why are they not friends? Okay, are you ready to read? All right, here we go. Chapter 1, A Nice Bit of Cheese. So bit means a small piece, not a large piece. Fox and Crow did not like each other one bit. You might have heard about their very first fight. It started over a piece of cheese. Okay, so here we see Fox and Crow. Fox and Crow are outside, and it looks like there's a what nearby? Can you see the blanket with the food? What does that look like? What do we call that when we're eating outside? Picnic, right? We don't know whose picnic it is, but maybe it's neither Fox's picnic or Crow because they're sitting over there. And do you see the jar of honey? Who likes to eat honey? Bears, right? Can you find bears in this scene? Yeah, look on the lake. Maybe in the canoe or in the boat. There are 3 bears. Do you think that's their picnic? We're not sure, but let's see. But there is a piece of cheese there, right? You see the piece of cheese? Maybe that's the piece of cheese they're going to fight over. Crow found it first. She flew to a tree to eat it. Fox spotted the big hunk of cheese. He loved a nice bit of cheese. Crow was about to gulp it down. Fox had to act fast. "Hello, Crow," he called. "How are you on this fine day?" Okay, so that cheese, does it belong to Fox and Crow? No, it doesn't belong to Fox and it doesn't belong to Crow, but Crow said that she found it first. So Crow got the cheese. But Fox also likes cheese. But he knows if he doesn't do something, the crow will gulp it down. So what does he do? He calls to the crow, right? He calls to her and he asks her a question. "How are you on this fine day?" So he's trying to have what's called small talk. But is he trying to trick her? What do you think? What does he want the crow to do? What do you think? Let's see. Crow did not answer. Fox tried again. "How fine you look up there in that tree. Your feathers shine in the sun. You make the sky look more blue. What a lovely bird you are." So the fox is giving compliments to the bird, right? Compliments are when we say something nice to somebody or about something. But does he mean these compliments? Or is he trying to get something? What does he want from the crow? Yes, the cheese, right? He wants the cheese. So what is he trying to get the crow to do? He's trying to get her to do what? To talk, right? He wants her to open her beak, and if she opens her beak, what will happen? Yes, maybe the cheese will fall. Crow was pleased. She gave her wings a proud flap. Still, she did not answer. Fox tried again. I bet your song is as fine as your feathers. I would love to hear you sing. Crow could not resist. So now she had to say something. She opened her beak and sang, caw, caw, caw. The cheese tumbled down. So now what happened? The cheese fell. She opened her beak and the cheese fell. And the fox get what he wanted? Yes, because he wants the cheese. It fell right into Fox's mouth. He gobbled it up, lickety-split. So he ate it really quickly. He licked his lips and laughed. Crow glared at Fox. You had better watch out, Fox, she said. You may be a sly fox, but crows are very smart. You took my cheese, I will get even with you. So Crow is not happy, right? She knows that Fox was being sly, so sly means tricky, and all of those compliments he said to her, were they true? Were they, we would say genuine? Were they genuine compliments or not? No, they weren't. He only said them because he wanted to get the cheese. Okay, so that is their first fight. So if that's their first fight, does it mean there will be more fights? Probably, right? Because they told us it's the first fight. Okay, let's read on and see. You don't scare me, Crow, said Fox. Crow dived at Fox, but Fox ran into the bushes. From that day on, Fox and Crow were enemies. Let's see what happens next. Chapter 2. A good smell is hard to find. Crow had a plan. The plan needed 3 things: a piece of string, a piece of cheese, and a good smell. So there we see Crow. Crow's laying in her nest. And you see the dream cloud. And she's thinking of the 3 things she will need for her plan. The string was easy to find. Crow tied one end to a tree. She looped the other end and placed it on the ground. The cheese was harder to find. Crow put the cheese inside the loop of string. She hid the string under the leaves. So it looks like the crow is setting a trap, right? Who is the trap for? Probably for Fox, because remember, she is trying to get her revenge. Let's see what she does next. Now, so those are the 2 things she needs. She has the cheese now, and she has the string. What was the 3rd thing she needed? A smell, right? Now all she needed was a good smell. But that was the hardest part. Crow could not carry a smell. How is she going to get a smell? How would you get a smell? Would you put it in a jar? She saw some fish frying in a pan over a fire. But that was not a smell she could carry. So she wants to carry this smell. How can she carry a smell? She saw a skunk spraying her perfume. Crow could not carry that smell, but she did not want to. She flew away fast. Then Crow found a very good smell. She spied 3 bowls of stew. The smell of stew would be perfect for Crow's plan, but she could not carry a bowl. The only way to carry stew, she thought, is to wear it. Okay, so she said she wants to carry this smell, but she wants to wear it. So what does that mean? Is she going to put it on her feathers? Is she going to get the small bowl and carry it on her head? Let's find out. The stew in the big bowl was too hot. The stew in the middle bowl was too cold. The stew in the little bowl was just right. Crow could wear that stew. She poured it right over her head. It ran all over her feathers. Okay, so she wants to put this stew on her feathers, right? And then she will fly with it and carry this smell. Maybe carry it to the trap. Crow flew past Fox's den. The good smell flew with her. Fox sniffed. So what do we sniff with? We sniff with our what? Eyes, ears, nose. Nose, right? Sniff is to smell something. The smell made her mouth water. Fox came out of his den. Crow flew from tree to tree, leading him along. Fox did not see her. He was following the good smell. So she is setting this trap, right? She's flying past the fox's den on purpose and leading the fox to where? Where is she bringing the fox? Where do you think she's bringing the fox to? Maybe to the cheese trap, right? Let's see. Crow led Fox to the cheese and the hidden loop of string. When Fox saw cheese instead of stew, he was surprised. But Fox liked cheese even better than he liked stew. He could not wait to gobble it up. And look at Fox. Fox is so happy to get the cheese, but it's a trap. Let's see. Crow pulled on the string. The loop closed tight around Fox's paw. He was trapped. Now Fox is trapped. Crow flew down and Fox flew up. Fox yelled. Crow laughed and laughed. Fox dropped the cheese right into Crow's open beak. So now the Crow trapped the Fox, and who got the cheese this time? The Crow. Delicious, she said. Thank you, Fox, for that tasty snack. I do love a nice bit of cheese. Fox shook his paw in the air. I'll get even with you, Crow, he shouted. No one outfoxes a fox. That was the second fight. The third fight was even worse. Okay, so now we've had 2 fights. Who won the first fight? Fox, right? Fox tricked her, the Crow, and the second time, the Crow tricked the Fox. So let's see what happens with the third fight. Chapter 3. Revenge is a dish best served with cheese. So it seems that every thing that they think of and each fight is over cheese, right? There's cheese involved. Fox fumed. So Fox is still angry. He's still upset. That's what it means when he's fuming. So it means he's really upset. He did not like flying up in the air. He did not like losing. He did not like Crow. He plotted a way to get even with her. For his plan, he needed 3 things: a scarecrow, a piece of cheese, and a bird cage. Okay, so now Fox is thinking of a plan. And his plan also needs how many things? 3 things, right? He needs a scarecrow, a piece of cheese, and a bird cage. What would he do with those 3 things? Let's see. Put the cheese in the cage, and the bird flies into the cage, and then he closes the door? Maybe, but why the scarecrow? Let's read and find out. Step 1 was easy. There was a scarecrow in the cornfield. Step 2 was a little harder. He did not know where Crow kept finding all that cheese. He looked in burrows and nests and dens. Finally, he found a nice piece of cheese in a little cabin. He stole the cheese. Look at the bear. She's not happy. Uh-oh. Fox found some wood and built a cage. Fox's plan was perfect. He went to the cornfield. He hid the bird cage in a haystack. So there he's hiding the cage. So what is he going to do? Now he has all 3 things. He has the scarecrow, he has the cheese, and now he has the cage. What do you think he will do? Let's see. Well, it looks like he's made himself, look at page 41. He's made himself into the scarecrow, and he's holding the cheese in his hand. He hid himself in the scarecrow's clothes. He held out the cheese and waited. Soon along came Crow. She spotted the cheese in the scarecrow's hand. Crow landed on the scarecrow's hand. Just as she took the cheese in her beak, the scarecrow's hand closed on her leg. So he pretended to be the scarecrow, right? And when she got the cheese, he grabbed her leg. "I've got you now, Crow. I told you I would get even with you," cried Fox. Crow could not get away. So now where will he take Crow? Where will he put Crow? Remember, there's one more piece of his plan. He has the cage, right? So will he put her in the cage? Probably. Let's see. Fox shoved Crow into the bird cage and locked it tight. He grabbed the cheese from Crow's beak. He was about to gobble it up when a net fell over both Fox and Crow. Uh-oh, who is the net from? "Help!" yelled Fox. "Help!" yelled Crow. Who threw the net? Is it a hunter? Someone trying to catch a fox and a crow? Who do you think it is? "I've got you now, Fox and Crow," said Mama Bear. That will teach you not to steal my cheese." Fox and Crow looked at each other. They were both sly. They were both smart, but they were not as sly or smart as Mama Bear. So both of these animals stole cheese from the bear, right? Crow stole from the picnic when the cheese was out on the blanket, and then Fox stole the cheese from the house, right? Fox and Crow are still enemies, but now they do not fight each other. They have to work together making cheese for Mama Bear. So their punishment is to do what now? They need to make all of that cheese. Now Mama Bear can relax and eat her soup, and they have to make the cheese. That is the end of our story for this week. Until next time, bye bye.